All right, in my recently uploaded video, I talked about how you can find family accommodation in the UK. Today, in this very content, I shall be sharing with you a handful of websites, yes, and additional means by which you can find this accommodation. All right, you are most welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking to watch. My name is Chinyere Ojike. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't and keep coming for more. So let's get into this video. Alright, looking for anything in the UK, job, accommodation, anything, I can tell you what, Google is simply your friend. I remember during our own time, I would be in bed searching for this accommodation in my phone, and my husband would be doing the same. Sometimes we put heads together to compare this and that. Oh, this is, this has these features. Can we go for this? Shall we go for that? So basically, Google is your friend in this part of the world. It makes life very easy, and simple for whatever you are searching for, even transport system, job-wise, especially dependents. You are looking for a job, type in any type of job, for instance, administrative work near me. Do you know what that means? Something that is very close to your address, to your postcode. So this is the same way that it is applicable to house hunting. When you are searching for an accommodation, for instance, you are lodging in a hotel somewhere that is about 2 miles away or a mile away from your school, from your workplace. Begin by, typing in somewhere that is within a walking distance, one, to your workplace, a walking distance to your children's school, a walking distance to the shops, maybe convenience shops, shopping malls around, so this would help you. Now, talking about websites where you can find this accommodation here in the UK, number one is the Rightmove. We actually use this when we were searching for accommodation. Rightmove basically provides services for houses, if you are looking to buy a house, flats, apartments, and they also have an app. This is their icon here on my screen in case you want to download their app. But basically, I would advise you go on Google and type in Rightmove. And another major point I want to emphasize here is this. This is peculiar to all the websites I shall be sharing with you. When searching for a house, UK is a large world that has about 70 cities, and I can't really get the number of the towns in the UK. So when making a search for an accommodation, narrow your search to where you are going. For instance, Manchester, where in Manchester has several towns around this. Narrow your search to that area where you are going. It will help you a lot. So when you type in Rightmove, first thing that will come up is to, they will ask you location. Where are you looking for this house for? You put in the location, how many bedrooms, you scroll, you will find each of these sites. They have filters that enable you to narrow your search down. How many adults, how many children, when are you moving to the address, when are you leaving the address, from when to when, you put in all these details, and then you search. You play around these things. They are very easy to navigate around. The second site is the Gumtree. The fantastic thing about this website is that it is directly from the landlords. When you make a search on Gumtree, yes, the landlords or the owners' contact, phone numbers, email addresses, they are always there for you. So you write them or you call them, and remember to make a little introduction about yourself, possibly where you are coming from, when are you likely to move, how many children are you coming in with, the kind of accommodation you are looking for. But basically, these things will already be there, because once you put in the location, the type of accommodation you are looking for, they would come up. Honestly, you will see different houses. It's not only seeing the houses, the pictures, the videos might also be attached to it for you to view the room, the size of the bed in the room. They will show you the kitchen area. They will show you all the facilities. Meanwhile, remember, in Gumtree, you can have a nightly rent. You can pay for 1 night, 2 nights, 1 week, 1 month. It depends on the duration, the number of days you want to spend in the house. And the next on my list is the Zoopla. Zoopla, it has an app. Yeah. One peculiar thing with Zoopla is that the app is quite compatible with Apple devices and Android, So you download the app if you can. And once you download the app, you can make your search by imputing a postcode. How does this work? Now, when we first came to this country, we were staying at a place that is 3 or 4 miles away from where we are currently staying. So we were staying on TX16, but currently we moved to a place that is within TX19. And how did we do this? Because we never wanted a place that is far from my husband's workplace. So now, how did we do the magic, catapulting ourselves from TX16 to TX19? It's simply because we have checked the postcode of my husband's workplace. We didn't want to be living in a place where we'll be paying transport to go to work, especially my husband, who is the principal person. I am a dependent, So we checked the address of his workplace. The postcode is on TS19. That was when we started making our searches using the postcode. So you can do the same. You know where you'll be working if you are here on a Tier 2 visa, or if you are a student, check the postcode where your school is. And to make it simpler for you on Google, you might also type in flats or apartments near my school. You put in the name of your school, near Manchester University, near Leeds University, near Aberdeen University. By so doing, Google will bring up all the apartments that are within your school. And honestly, they will come up in all these websites that I've been mentioning here. So this is another easy means to go about it. So Spareroom is another fantastic website for you to find an accommodation. It provides services for rooms, apartments. A lot of people are looking for people to share their apartment with. Maybe they live in a flat, they want somebody to take one room there, and it gives you a whole lot of options on the requirements. Possibly you just want to stay in a house where there is a nurse because you are a nurse. Spareroom would tell you, and you want a house, if you are a vegetarian, vegan, you want a house where a vegan is staying, oh my God, Spareroom has that option for you. You want a house where you want to meet your fellow LGBT, Spareroom will provide that option for you. And you are a smoker, a house where you can freely smoke, have your pets, snacks, lion in the house. Oh my God, Spareroom, they have such options for you, so it's another good one for you to look up to. Following the processes, the step I've just type in Spareroom, it would come up. All right, so Open Rent is another one where you can find houses, flats directly from the landlord. Onthemarket is another one. You type in Onthemarket and then you type in the location where you would want this accommodation. How many rooms are you looking for? How many miles away? Narrow your search down. It puts you through. Then we have Amber platform. I have talked about it. It's basically for students, single students without a family, And one fantastic thing with Amber is that they provide you with a lot of, facilities. Everything in the house is always inclusive for the students. Every facilities in the house, all the bills are always inclusive. You do not have to worry about anything. They also have gym services around some of their accommodations per se. So if you are a student coming to the UK, use the link I leave in my description, hit on it, type in your location. Amber would help you and provide you an accommodation that is of walking distance from your school. Next is the Airbnb accommodation. Airbnb is a website where you can find an Airbnb apartment. I've talked a lot about Airbnb in almost all the videos I've made. I've made about 5 videos. Yes, check my videos 11 months ago. I shared when we were searching for this house. I shared, I made a video on how we spent 10 days in one of the Airbnbs, and the second one we spent a couple of days before we moved in here, So you might find those videos 11 months ago or thereabouts. So Airbnb is a fantastic one for a family. You type in Airbnb UK. There is also Airbnb US, but type in Airbnb UK, you type in the location, you follow the process. In fact, it is like a game, Everything is well explained. It asks you the question. It's like when you are filling an online form, type in your location, what kind of house are you looking for, how much, if you put in like, okay, I want a house for like £40 a night. When you click on the search, it will bring up. If it didn't bring up any, you can change the price to like £50 a night. So remember that Airbnb offers you all facilities as well. All right, guys. So the additional one I shall also be adding to this website that is not a website, but it is also a place whereby at the end of your search or at the end of your searching online, you will still meet these people. Is the estate managers within the area where you are currently lodging. Fortunately, you might even look through the window of the hotel where you are staying on Airbnb. You find their offices on the street, on the high street. But Google is your friend, like I said at the beginning of this. Just use your phone. You type in estate managers near me. Remember this, near me. Honestly, they will show you the ones that are of walking distance. You walk into their office, sit down with them, though they might be sparing you about 20 to 30 minutes of their time talking to you. If there is any house within the areas you are looking for, possibly close to your school, they will show you on they will open their desktop, and show you everything. Then you make your choice. We were also showed this house, even when we had, made our search online and found this house. And by the help of the Airbnb landlady we stayed at hers, she referred us, and we still went to the estate managers. And guess what? Our Airbnb landlady signed, reference for us. That is, she is our guarantor, So this is why I said you might be lucky to find somebody who is nice, an Airbnb or a landlord that is good, that would sign a guarantee form for you when you are looking for an accommodation here, because you need a guarantor, either a British citizen or someone who has been working in the UK for about 2 years or more. Another additional one, which is a bonus that I shall be giving you, is by words of mouth. Yes, once you start staying in a house, you start meeting people, you talk to especially the person housing you there, if the landlord is staying in the house, because you are staying there on a short term, so you talk to the landlord can help you. Honestly, during our own time, our landlady helped us searching for all these things, And if you are a student, you can talk to your classmates. They can also help you. Some of them might also, have space, like a spare room that they want to rent out in their house, or they might know someone who knows someone that knows someone, I sincerely appreciate your time, and I wish you best of luck in your house hunting experiment in this country. Good luck, and see you again in my next upload. Bye for now.